Hey everyone, did you all see the article about Serena Williams being put off by a cotton plant in her hotel room? At some point, when are we as a black community going to move forward instead of remaining mentally stuck in the past? When are we as a black community going to get tired of these ultra rich celebrities crying like they were on a plantation somewhere? Is Serena Williams having PTSD from picking cotton? Does she know something that we don't know? Is she a time traveler? She was back in the 1800s picking cotton, singing Wade in the Water or something? What is with these rich people, these rich black people who keeps trying to pull other black people into this black victimology? In my opinion, we are making a mockery of our ancestors who really did pick cotton, who really didn't have freedom. Serena Williams is a multi-millionaire, married to a millionaire, and yet she's talking about a cotton plant in her hotel room, which 10 times out of 10, 50 years ago, she would not have even been able to stay there as a black woman. We have Michelle Obama and Barack Obama on their platform still talking like, woe is me, and the black man is forever down and being victimized. I'm tired of that narrative. With their platform, including Serena, it should be about, we have arrived as a people. We can pretty much go anywhere we want. We have money, we have freedom, and yet they keep pushing this narrative that black people are at the bottom. I'm sick of these rich black people getting on their platform, talking down on the black community like we are all on the struggle bus and just moaning and crying about racism. It's getting tired. And I want to bring up again about our ancestors. We are making a mockery of their pain when we in the 21st century are crying over things that are not important like that. A cotton plant? Seriously? Oh, that's the point I wanted to make. I know all about white people and racism. I grew up around them. I've told you about that on my channel before. I know white people can be passive aggressive with their racism. Oh yes, they can. And then they will try to gaslight you. That's not what you saw. When you know good and well that's what you saw or that's what you heard. I know how they operate. The only way that I could potentially say that what Serena Williams went through, and she didn't go through nothing, but with the cotton plant in her room, is if a white person knew she was going into that room and they put it there maliciously. Okay, then yeah, you can potentially call that racism. But if that is a plant that is a decoration that's there regardless of who is in that room, then she's crying wolf. All of this, that's racist, is crying wolf at this point. And let me give at least one example, and I've shared that on my channel before, about how white people can be passive aggressive with their racism. I was at work one day, and there was a time, where I would be the only black person at any given time at this one company where I used to work. And I happened to go back into the storage room. It was a hardware store. And it was two white males. It was three white males back there, but two, I remember, was throwing a package back and forth, and I happened to walk between them as they were throwing it back and forth. And this third white guy named Mike, and I can certainly dog him out, but Mike, so if you ever, stumble across my video, I'm talking about you. And anyway, yeah, I'm being petty, but anyway, he goes, monkey in the middle, and he had like a smirk on his face. Now, had I called him out on that, he would have been like, but there is a game called Monkey in the Middle. So I know how white people are. Another example is sometimes I listen to the Elvis channel. Yes, I'm black and I love me some Elvis. If that triggers you, then you're just going to have to be triggered. Because I was an Elvis fan before I knew about racism and this, that, and the other. So they had this tagline. This was quite a few years back. And it said something about before Gladys Knight and before the Monkees, there was Elvis. They knew what they were doing. See, that's that passive aggressive mess that white people do. And they think that we're too stupid to catch it. Because Gladys Knight and the Monkees are not on the same. They knew exactly what they were doing. They were saying the Monkees, if you know who the Monkees are, but they meant it as a dig towards black people. I'm telling you, that's what they did. And again, they think that we're too stupid to catch little digs like that. If they wanted to be fair or whatever, they would have been like before Gladys Knight and the Rolling Stones or something. But Monkees, really? But see, that was a dog whistle. I would call that a dog whistle. But, but white people would gaslight you and say something about, there is a group called the Monkees. What are you talking about? They do play those games. But in this case with the cotton plant, Serena Williams was tripping. That's my topic for today, and I'll talk to you later.